Let's be real for a second. If you've ever tried to get a loan, you know it can be an absolute nightmare. Well, today, we're going to talk about a company called S Solutions that was literally designed to fix that exact problem. Their goal? To make getting a loan simple, clear, and believe it or not, stress-free.
Does this sound familiar? I bet it does. Getting a loan feels like trying to navigate a maze in the dark. You're making one of the biggest financial decisions of your life, but you're stuck wondering, which bank is actually the best for me? Do I even qualify for this? And what in the world is hiding in that fine print?
Ugh, and then there's this, that sinking feeling. You spend all that time, you hunt down all the documents, you wait and wait, only to get a no. And half the time, you don't even get a clear reason why. It just leaves you feeling defeated, wondering what you did wrong.
Or hey, maybe you're stuck in this loop. You've submitted everything, you've done your part, and now it's just radio silence. Every time you call, it's a vague answer, or, even better, a request for one more document, all while your big plans are just sitting on hold, and your frustration is going through the roof.
You know, this one might be the most painful of all. You actually get the loan, hooray, but then reality hits. That monthly payment, your EMI, is way higher than you were prepared for. It's what happens when you don't get the full picture up front, and it can seriously mess with your finances for years.
So here's the big secret. The reason for all this chaos? It's usually not about your income or your credit score. It's a knowledge gap. It's about strategy. Maybe you picked the wrong kind of loan or applied to a bank that's just not a good fit for your profile. These are the real roadblocks, and they all boil down to one thing: not having an expert in your corner. And that, right there, is where S Solutions steps in. So let's pull back the curtain and see exactly who they are and how they're completely changing the game for people trying to get a loan. So, what is S Solutions? Think of them as your personal loan advisor. They're the expert guide who walks with you through that confusing world of lending, making sure you sidestep all those common pitfalls and traps we just talked about. And they don't just help one type of person. It doesn't matter if you're a salaried employee looking for a home loan, a doctor or a lawyer needing special financing, or a business owner trying to grow. They've got the expertise for all of them.
Now, here's their secret weapon. They aren't tied to just one bank. Nope. They have a huge network of partners. We're talking leading private banks, public sector banks, and even non-banking financial companies. And what does that mean for you? It means they have an unbiased, bird's-eye view of the entire market, so they can find the perfect loan for your specific situation.
Okay, so we know who they are and the resources they have. But how does it all actually work? How do they take that confusing, stressful process and make it smooth? It all comes down to this 6-step process. First, they actually listen to you to understand what you need. Then they do all the heavy lifting. They check your eligibility with different lenders, pinpoint the right bank for you, and tell you exactly what paperwork you need. And here's the best part. They handle all the follow-ups. No more chasing the bank for answers. They're with you from start to finish, right until the money is in your account. And this is the real game changer. Just think about it. No more driving from bank to bank, no more playing guessing games, no more stress. They become your one-stop shop, your single point of contact for the entire journey. Now, all this sounds great, but you might be thinking, okay, but what's the real difference? Can I just figure this out on my own? Let's break it down. This chart says it all. When you go it alone, you're dealing with confusion and a pretty high risk of rejection. With S Solutions, you get correct and honest guidance, which drastically lowers that risk. Instead of running all over town, you get a one-stop solution. And maybe the most important thing, you don't just get a loan, you get the right loan for you. See, their whole approach is built on these 4 pillars. They're not just trying to sell you something. They're focused on total transparency, giving you the right advice, and, I love this part, finding you the right product, not just tricking you with a low interest rate that hides a bunch of fees. And this quote right here really gets to the heart of it all. For them, it's not just a transaction. It's not just about getting a loan approved. Their real goal is giving you peace of mind, that feeling of confidence you get knowing you've made a smart financial decision with an expert in your corner. That's the real value. So if you're nodding along to any of this, if you're thinking about getting a loan, or maybe you're already stuck in a frustrating process, what's the next step?
Here's the bottom line. Don't go into this blind. The financial stakes are just too high to leave it to chance. The smarter path, the only path really, is to let a professional guide you honestly from the very beginning.
It's a simple formula, but it's powerful. The right guidance leads you to the right loan, which becomes the right solution for you. If that's what you're looking for, then you know what to do. And I'll just leave you with this final thought. When you think about all the stress, all the wasted time, and the financial risk of going it alone, isn't getting rid of all that worth a single conversation?